And now for the starting lineups. Announcing the Lingle Fort Laramie Dogger offense. Number 8, Caden Riggs. Number 11, Brian McCoy. Number 14, Loudon Bremer. Number 22, Nolan Spears. Number 23, Cooper Fodder. Number 25, Corey Duchenow. Number 32, Owen Shilriff. Number 53, Boyd Oliver. And number 77, Cooper Smith. And per tradition here in Wright, Wyoming, I give you your Wright Panthers! Albin had visited with Coach Schenkel and Coach Urati and Coach Morgan earlier in the week for keys to getting the job done this week.
Yeah, the main thing, the number one key to success tonight for the Panthers is they just have to win the battle up front. Both offensive and defensive lines, I think, have been less than what the coaches thought they would be at this time. And so it all starts up front with the Hogs, and we know that on both sides of the ball. And another key that's close to that is Coach Schenkel was saying that we have to be more aggressive. We have to want to come up and hit somebody. Football's a game. They put pads on for a reason. So that's what they're wanting to accomplish tonight.
High end over end kick fielded by Werman. Werman gets a couple blocks. Werman with the return, driven out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Panthers take over 1st and 10.
And if you want to look at a bright spot, the Panthers had 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns last week, and so the special teams area, nice run that gives them a good start at the plus 40-yard line. So let's see if the offensive line can get going and we can put some pads on people and make something happen.
Panthers fighting some sickness this week, so had to jostle up that starting lineup a little bit. Handoff by Parker Werman to Bridger Werman. Short gain on the run by Bridger Werman. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Yeah, defensively, I know that the coaches too are wanting to. We've been catching a lot of people defensively and not putting a lick on the offensive the team. So it's something that just they have to play a little tougher, a little more fire, and be more aggressive, be more physical on both sides of the football.
Timeout on the field for the Panthers.
It's an early timeout, early in the game, not even a minute gone. And Coach Roddy saw something he didn't like formation-wise.
I think maybe bringing in those new faces to the starting lineup with dealing with the sickness this week has maybe brought that early timeout on. Our officiating crew this evening, it's the Cheyenne Football Association, Football Officials Association, referee Joseph Johns, umpire Dwayne Bazinet, lineman Jim Childress, line judge Hank Hooversland, and back judge Marty Hardskog.
And everybody wants to know the referees' names just in case.
Just in case.
They would rather not have that. They would rather not have their names.
That's a position that's best left. If nothing is said, it's a good game for the officials.
Right. If you don't know who was there, it means they did their job well.
Shotgun formation. Boy, Parker, nowhere to go on that. He just scrambled for his life. Maybe picked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Short.
We used to call them lookout blocks, and at least you should be able to tell the running back or correct lookout.
Lookout.
So they're, it's a want to type of a thing as an offensive lineman. It's a thankless job.
Yep.
And you got to get out there and you got to stay in front of somebody and you got to keep them out. And it's a tough job.
It is. Werman shotgun formation under pressure. Looked like we had a bit of a screen pass going, and the screen wasn't there.
When all four defensive linemen come through together, it's a screen.
Tell you, it looked like Pace Garrett had a nice chop block on the big number 53. 53, the nose tackle for the Doggers. On the roster coming in at 270 pounds. Penalty on the play, false start against the Doggers. So that's going to gain us 5 more yards.
Boyd Oliver Remember him from track season last year. He is he's a good thrower, shot putter, discus thrower, good athlete for the Doggers, who are now this year in 2A. They are in our 2A classification in all sports.
Okay. Yeah, big number 53, 270. Doesn't look like a pudgy 270.
Hey.
Straight snap to Warman. Warman's got first down territorially, finally drugged down. Run by Parker Warman out to the 40-yard line. That's a Panther first down.
Well, I like that call because you're in the midfield. If you don't get it, they're still 50 yards away. And, when you need a spark, you need something to kind of
early in the game,
get the juices going a little bit.
Parker under center, single back in the backfield. False start. Bridger Warman took a step, knew he screwed up, and that forward momentum just kept him going. So,
I don't know for sure. I can't say this with a positive idea about every team. We start out every year. A team starts out and says, "We're going to go on 2, we're going to go on 3 and 1 because we're going to dial it up a little bit, different." By the third game, you're going on 1 every time, and then so when you say, "Let's go on 2," well, our guys aren't used to that either.
Yep. Warman under center. Hernandez, the lone back in the backfield, handoff. We're going to be a loss of probably 3 on that carry. Maybe a little less than that. Looks like we're going to be second and about 16 for the Panthers. Well,
there's a telltale sign when you're losing the battle up front, and that's when you look at as the running back starts to get tackled, you look to see where the linemen are at. And if they're all standing around looking back at the runner,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Parker under center. Handoff to Toby Swinier. Toby's going to pick up a short gain. Gets it out to about the 44-yard line. We're still looking at third and probably 13 to go for the Panthers. So definitely seeing a different look offensively with Parker under center and a single back in the backfield. Now we're back to our shotgun formation, back spread to either side. Parker fakes a handoff to Garrett, keeps it himself, runs around the outside. He's going to be driven out of bounds, and it looks like at the 37-yard line.
Through the beginning of this game and the first 3 games, that's probably been the Panthers' best offensive play of the year, is that little action bootleg, if you will, when Parker will take it opposite the flow. And I don't think he's got negative yardage in the 3 games that I've seen.
Finding some success. We've got the weapons in the backfield. If we can keep teams guessing, Bridger Warman, Parker's younger brother, Angel Hernandez, Pace Garrett, they can all run the ball well. Pace, handoff to Pace. He marched it forward, got to about the 34-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down. Just needed one more block to spring him, and
it had,
unable to get it.
It looked like it had possibilities. The hole was open. Pace got through that hole, and it was that's a good play. I would keep coming back to that.
Doggers will take over at the 35-yard line. So we'll see the look the Panther defense comes with. Lingle comes out shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, single back in the backfield. Running back finds some room. He's going to get out to the 48. That's going to be a Dogger first down. LJ coming with a blitz. Just happenstance. Blitzed the other side of the center, and the running back went the opposite hole. And
And, there's two ways to look at that when you have a called stunt. When you go, you have a hole as a linebacker. Well, that's vitally important to make sure that your defensive down person covers the other hole. If you both go to the same hole, that leaves it open.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Going to be a quick pass to the right-hand side. He makes one Panther miss. Finally brought down. Tackle by Werman on the play. Probably a gain of about 8.
I don't think...
maybe gain of 9. Going to be 2nd and 1 for the Doggers. Pace trotting off the field.
It's hard to get I watched a little film on Lingle Fort Laramie, but they were playing Guernsey, and Guernsey right now is struggling as a football team. So it's hard to get a read, when you watch a team. I think the Panthers are the best team that they've played so far.
Oh, Morgan coming on the blitz again. Just goes the wrong side. Running back with plenty of room to run. He's out to the 29-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Doggers. Number 22, Nolan Spears, getting it done for the Doggers.
Yeah, it looked like LJ just kind of, if he'd have squatted a little earlier and broken down, he probably would have made that play. Kind of was a little high and ran past the ball carrier.
Shotgun formation, 3 backs in the backfield. Receivers spread to both sides. We're going to hand it off to the tailback. Hit by Hernandez. Tackle by Hernandez, Preston, and Douglas on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Doggers. Again, shout out to Kelly Glasser. Man, a fantastic presentation he's given us in the booth, and hopefully you guys at home are seeing some good viewing.
That particular play was, the ball kind of wanted to turn and run before he got it. And the ball was not the best thrown ball either.
Yeah, quick pass to the outside. Receiver just kind of juggled it and falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Doggers.
The average person will look at that play and say, what's so hard about that? Have you ever turned under pressure and thrown 30 yards at one or 20 yards? And it's more difficult than it looks.
Hand off to the tailback. Tackle by Morgan on the play. Number 8 for the Doggers, slow to get up. That's Caden Riggs. Sophomore running back running the ball hard. Walking like maybe got a pretty good Charlie horse or something there. First down for the Doggers. Ball's going to be spotted 17-yard line. 16-yard, 17. Doggers come out 2 to the left, 1 to the right, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation. Man goes in motion. Hand off to the receiver in motion. Penalty on the play.
Yep, that looks like a hold probably on the Doggers.
Penalty on the play. We'll await the official ruling.
Somebody grabbed an arm or grabbed a jersey because they didn't want their guy to get to the play.
Holding the signal against the Doggers. That'll back it up 10 yards from the point of the foul. Make it first down at the 23-yard line. Quarterback drops back to pass under some pressure. Pass is complete. Waiting for the signal.
The deep crossing route.
Short of the end zone.
The deep crossing route, which takes a long time to develop. And that time the Doggers did a good job of keeping the defensive front off the quarterback. He had a long time.
He did.
A long time to be able to look. It's on the
First and goal for the Doggers from the 1 yard line. And number 11, Brian McCoy, senior quarterback for the Doggers. Handed off to the tailback. Stutters, makes one miss. Touchdown, Doggers.
Well, that was it was a methodical drive. They didn't do anything fancy. A couple of passes, the deep crossing route, and put 6 on the board. Did everything but block that.
No, he was right there.
Back there, and
who was that? Number 3, Angel Hernandez, and I believe that's number 6, Jamie Reyes Castro on the rush there. Boy, they were close. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, you can script a better weather day than what we have right now. This is what Friday night is supposed to be like.
If I could bottle the month of September and have every time that and have it snow on Christmas Day, I would take it.
Yep.
September is a beautiful month. I mean, the wind stopped today, but most likely it could have blown up until that sun went down, and then it would have calmed down. And, perfect night for football. But, I'm biased. If it was snowing and 3 feet deep and 30 below, it'd be a perfect night for the game.
Panther faithful making some noise out there. Well, so we've got Hernandez and Reyes Castro back to return. I think Parker must be getting a little breather on the sidelines. Low worm burner type kick. They're not wanting to. Jamie picks it up. He's running east-west a little too much. We got to run north-south there. So Lingle not wanting to risk Parker breaking one open, keeping that one on the ground. Panthers take over, 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I think that's at 24, but I'm thinking that.
Oh, yep. Excuse me, 24-yard line.
That's why they have 2 of us here, because when one makes a mistake, the other one corrects.
That's right.
Which happens all the time. So
we could use a third.
Well, we'd have to get rid of some things.
Yeah, that's right. We'd have to sacrifice some toys. I'm not willing to do that. Handoff from Parker to Bridger. Bridger's going to pick up maybe 3 on the play. Boy, he got hit hard. He's still down on the field.
Just in 2 drives now, you see what Lingle does. Lingle is their linebackers are patient. They wait to see where the ball's at, and then they go attack. And so far,
and they've got some speed, some quickness,
and they're an athletic bunch. Most of these kids were on the 1A team that were state champions in track last year.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They have some good athletes.
Bridger maybe just coming up limping, maybe coming off on his own power. So that's good to see. Sometimes those hits on the legs can just, man, if it's a shin or something, boy, that can really hurt. And
you can try any way you want to shake off a dead leg, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
As hard as you want to get back in the game, sometimes there's just your body's like, nope, this hurts. We're just going to chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
So Bridger picking up 3 on that run, brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. 2 receivers right, 2 backs in the backfield, either side of Parker. Bad snap. Oh. Ball's on the ground.
I think the Panthers may. It looked like there was a black jersey falling on it. Yep.
Pace
Garrett got back in for it. good break. You didn't want to give the ball to them that
Not
low.
that short. Fumble recovered by Garrett. Panthers will have 3rd and 11.
You know, it's tough. You know, I know that's the vogue is the shotgun snap, but that can be a killer. That can be a killer.
It can, and
if it's not a good.
Oh, well, handoff to Hernandez. Kind of a shakeup in the backfield. We got first down territory.
Well, that didn't start out good, but it
No.
ended up one.
Run by Hernandez. That's a Panther first down. Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Werman and Hernandez. They run into each other during the handoff, which can a lot of times spell doom for the play, but Hernandez busts it to the left-hand side for a healthy gain. Looks like he got driven out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
And I almost think that when they kind of collided,
Might have confused
the Dodgers kind of went, well, what's going on? And they kind of just stood, and Angel had a nice run.
Oh. I think there was 6 jerseys in the backfield there.
Yeah,
we gotta pick something up.
That was a little rough there.
Hernandez with not even a hope and a prayer on that one. So 2nd and 11 for the Panthers.
You can beat a dead horse and oversimplify it, but the guys up front have to maintain their
They
blocks.
have to.
Is it 2nd to 11?
Handoff to Garrett. Garrett around the left-hand side. The DB's coming up hard. Pace nowhere to go. We're going to lose probably a couple yards on that play. 3rd and 13. Third and 13 for the Panthers.
The Dockers don't, they're not a flashy group, but so far they pretty well coached, it looks like, and pretty fundamentally sound, I guess is what I want to say.
Screen pass set up for the Panthers. Pass falls incomplete. Hernandez in the neighborhood, but really nothing happening on that pass. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
The age-old adage of screens, if you're back there, quarterback, and all of a sudden they're like coming on you faster than you want, well, you just keep getting deeper. That separates the linebackers and the tackles even more. But it's
Oh,
easy.
high snap over the punter's head. Toby picks it up. He's scrambling back there.
See, at 53, he's a good athlete. He's
Tackled
a
at
good
the
athlete.
15-yard line. Man. Bad snap over Toby's head.
53 made the Oliver kid ran down. Toby is not slow either.
No.
And he made a good play on that because I thought he was going to turn the corner. 15.
Doggers take over 1st and 10 at the 15. Shotgun formation for the Doggers. Single back in the backfield. One receiver to the right, left, 2 to the right. We're going to hand it off to 22 in the backfield. He's tackled by number 12. Swinier with the tackle. 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3 for the Doggers. Doggers 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield.
Looking for something to the right. You know, that's a nice catch on a
That was.
on because he had great defensive coverage there. That was a nice catch.
Touchdown Doggers. Yeah, Tucker really in good position, and just a well played down by the Doggers.
There, that
one got blocked.
caused a little bit of traffic in front of the kicker that time.
Extra point, no good. Hernandez with the pressure. So 2 seconds left. This kickoff will be the last play here in the first quarter.
There comes a time, eventually that you have to become. It's easy for me to say this, but you say, I'm tired of this, and you start playing.
Yep.
You start selling out a little bit more, and you start doing the things that the grunt work that you don't like to do, the little things. We all want to catch touchdowns. We all want to make a big interception, but this game is won and lost in the trenches. And when you get in front of somebody and it's a dogfight, play after play, that's where you win football games. That's where you become good. And then those other highlight reels,
Yep.
They come.
Yep. It's every play isn't the big play, and we just have to get that foundation built and go and just decide.
It's not like a video game.
That's right.
You can't reset it.
Yep.
When something bad happens, you can't just reset it. You got to fight through it.
Wow, nice high kick. That sails out of the back of the end zone.
Now, that's the one thing I had noticed on the film I watched him was the kicker is he's got a good leg.
He does.
You don't see a lot of touchbacks. Not at this level. You don't see a lot of touchbacks. In 4As, you got some kids with some stronger legs, but not very much at this level.
Kickoff sails out of the end zone. Ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line.
So here we thought that would be the last play, but
Evidently.
this would be the last play.
Yeah, that's what I get for thinking. So Panthers come out, shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back in the backfield, quick pass to the outside to Hernandez. Penalty on the play. They didn't like what they saw out of a block out of a receiver over there.
He didn't miss his block, and I think maybe he tried to. I think it's on the Panthers. It may not be.
Pass from Warman to Hernandez is complete. Penalty on the play. So they're going to talk things over.
Holding on the Panthers. Yeah.
Holding the indication against the Panthers. So that will do it for the first quarter. So they'll swap sides of the field, and the Panthers will have 1st and 20. Ball spot at the 10-yard line after that penalty. So that one pretty costly with your backs against the wall.
And right now, it's a time you can't panic. You just have to come back and do what you know you can do.
Put your heads in it and
and I know some of it is my age, but the more that we say, listen, don't be aggressive, don't hurt anybody's feelings, don't do it permeates over into a place where that cannot be allowed, and that's on the football field.
It is
on the athletic court.
Hand off to Hernandez. Hernandez runs around the left-hand side, driven out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So an 8-yard gain on the run by Angel. Well, not 6-yard gain on the run by Angel. 6 yards on the run by Hernandez brings up 2nd and 14 for the Panthers.
Ball on the 16.
Penalty on the play. Dead ball foul. False start against the Panthers. So we take 6 yards forward, and then we stub our toe and march it backwards 5.
Yeah, right now there's just not a lot of rhythm in the Panther offense. A couple of plays look good, and then there's a couple ones we kind of let our guard down a little bit, and we pay for it.
Foreman under center. He rolls out the pass. That's a safety.
Yep.
Parker's still down. That's a safety for the Doggers. Angel doing what he could do, picking up that fumble.
Yeah.
And, that's about the best case scenario.
Well, it would have been 6.
Yeah.
If he hadn't tried that, it would have been 6. So, it's a 4-point save there.
Parker's still shaken up on the play. Not sure if he's just angry with himself or frustrated, or if he's actually...
If you look at the replay, he got popped.
Yeah.
He got popped, and you add insult to injury with that as well.
So Parker jogging off the field. So after a safety, you got the opportunity for either a kickoff or a punt. I think the Panthers lining up to punt the ball.
That's a tough play when you get blindsided when you're getting ready to throw the football.
Yeah, that's a.
And it basically came in from the backside, his backside.
Toby with the high kick. Can be fielded at the 44-yard line. Running back with happy feet back there. Finally pushed out of bounds at, looks like the 12, 11-yard line. So Toby
looks like
saving a touchdown there.
Looks like Toby did something to himself that he was kind of limping, almost like a calf injury, you might say. At the 11.
Doggers take over at the 11-yard line. Quarterback rolls around to the left under pressure from, that is not. Pass falls incomplete, so he threw the flag in the neighborhood of the line of scrimmage, so maybe a holding penalty.
I thought he threw it at like a roughing the quarterback.
Nice pressure by Bridger. It looked like he was within that,
We see the replay and probably give us a better idea.
Holding against the Doggers.
Okay.
That'll back him up 10-yard line, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st and 20 at the 20. So technically it looks like they can get a first down. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 spread to the right. Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeps it himself, drugged down by Bo Preston. Preston with the tackle for the Panthers. McCoy with the keeper for the Doggers. That's going to bring up second and where we spotted at the 18. So
18 or 17. Kind of like the 17 and a half. Huh?
two receivers left, to the right, single back in the backfield. Quick pass to the outside.
That's too easy.
Touchdown Doggers.
And I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a flag on the end because
That looked
kind of a late push there in the end zone.
Yeah. So here we got a little replay action.
He's well.
I don't know. It looked like he just
pretty
tripped
close
up.
to the goal line there, so I can see why they didn't call that.
Extra point try is good. So that makes it, well, I guess you guys can see on your screen, but Lingle 22, Wright 0. 10:47 to play here in the second quarter. Parker's really favoring an arm. He must have taken a shot in his arm.
Or his shoulder, elbow. Yeah, he's holding his elbow. But what it might be is a stinger.
Could be.
He might not feel that elbow he's holding right now.
He got hit last week at Pine Bluffs and had a stinger.
Coach Roddy's reaching up there to see if he can feel any malformed part that would say a separated
Yep.
shoulder or a
Something of concern.
clavicle, type of just a shoulder girdle injury. It's easier said than done. That's when you kind of rotate it a couple times and go, I'll think about it later.
Hernandez and Reyes back to return for the Panthers. Ooh,
Let it go.
into the end zone.
When you're inside the 5 and it's above your head, you let it
go.
We're on the same page there.
Another touchback on the kickoff for the Doggers. Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. That kicker is impressive.
He's got a strong leg. What number is he?
I should pay more attention. So Parker staying in the game. Jogging out to his huddle. Gets the play in. We're going to split receivers to both sides. 2 backs in the backfield. Warman under center. Fakes the pitch to his tailback. Hands it off to number 12, Toby Swinier. Toby gets maybe a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
That the nose guard is giving us fits. 53,
He is.
Oliver.
Well, and that's one maybe as center. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And you start chopping those guys, and they start firing off the line with a little less enthusiasm. Sure, you might get squashed on and beat up a little bit down there, but let's see. Bridger with the carry for the Panthers. Looks like he was driven out of bounds short of the first down marker. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, it's always been my judgment that the person you put at center doesn't necessarily have to be your best person. He's got to be your meanest person. Person that doesn't, just a person that, that just has kind of an attitude about you're not going to do this to me type of a player.
Parker with the keeper. Gain of 1 brings up 4th and 1 for the Panthers.
Dangerous play here for the Panthers if they're going for it because you don't really want to give Lingle a short field.
But at this point, we're
yeah.
down by 22.
Yeah.
What do we got to lose?
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Unless they're going to
there's a lot of upside here to fire our team up getting a first down, at least in my eyes. So here we go. Worman under center, I formation. Big push by the Panthers.
Oh,
we'll see.
That's pretty close. He might be a little. I thought
we might be short.
First indication. Nope. They said he got it.
Keeper by Worman. That's a Panther first down. I was a little worried there watching the replay on where Parker was getting up off the ground, but.
Yeah, early indication it looked like he was going to have enough, and then he got turned kind of sideways, and I didn't know, but they didn't even worry about measuring it. So.
Nope.
My eyes aren't very good from here to here, but they're even worse 50 yards away, 70 yards away.
Panthers come out, Worman under center, single back in the backfield. Going to pitch it to Hernandez, the lone back. Reyes trying to seal up that outside, but good pursuit by that Dogger defense. So we're going to have a loss. Short loss brings up a 2nd and a long 10 for the Panthers.
The one thing I've noticed is that the Doggers do flow to the football well, so they could be susceptible to something, a counter,
misdirection,
or a little reverse, if you would.
Parker under center, I formation, receivers spread to both sides. Parker drops back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to fire the pass to number 10, Tucker Edwards. Pass from Worman to Edwards falls incomplete. Nolan Spears, number 22 for the Doggers with the coverage.
It might be a situation like we said before, that reverse maybe to start wide side, get those guys going to the wide side, and bring it back to the left.
Shotgun formation for the Panthers. 2 in the backfield. Handoff to Bridger. Bridger with a short gain. Maybe no gain. No gain on the carry by Bridger. Worman brings up 4th and 11 for the Panthers. So Panthers lining up to punt. Another high snap over Toby's head. Toby's going to scramble to the right-hand side. He fires a pass to Garrett. Penalty on the play.
I think that must be a face mask, I would think.
You think?
Yeah.
Tears his helmet off.
Well, it's still going to be the Doggers' ball because that was post possession, but it's going to back them up.
Well, or did it happen during the play? Was it a face mask as he got tackled?
As he got. Oh, yeah. Well,
we'll await the indication.
It's from the spot of the foul, so it's still going to be a 4th. But
personal foul, face mask against the Doggers.
Well,
so basically, just
you lose your neck and you gain 1 yard. That's kind of what happened.
I don't even know if we gained a yard. So basically, 4th and 10. We're going to reset it and do it again. Let's see if we can't get this elevation on the snap back down and give Toby a shot. Snap goes off clean. Nice punt by Swinier. Fair catch indicated by the Doggers. Fair catch for the Doggers. They'll take over at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's vitally important that that the Panthers make them work for anything they get this time and not keep points off the board.
Okay, first of all, it's a sweater. Second,
Handoff runs around the right-hand side. Tackle by Garrett Reyes and Werman on the play. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Defensively, that's the type of, I would say, fire we need to see, that there was charging to the line instead of chasing the guy down.
Right. I always told my defensive guys, we're going to play in the backfield. That's where we're going to play. If you miss, another guy makes the tackle, you're still negative yardage.
Yep.
You can't wait for him to come to you.
Shotgun formation for the Doggers. Little option game, pitch to the outside. Drugged down by Tucker Edwards on the outside. Bridger Warman with good pressure in the backfield. He did, on the option, you got to take one of them. So you take the ball carrier, and he just optioned it out. And Tucker, you hope somebody's on the outside there to help clean things up. But tackle by Edwards on the play brings up 3rd and 4 for the Doggers.
And Tucker has he's come a long way since last year.
He has. He's
playing. It was tough on him last year, but he seems to be doing some more good things this year.
hand off to the running back around the outside. Makes Morgan miss. Then he's pushed out of bounds at the, looks like the 50-yard line. LJ with good pursuit, just hard time hanging on.
49.
Ball spot at the 49-yard line. 4th and 3 for the Doggers. So big, well, we'll see what the Doggers come out showing. I would imagine, yep, they're going to go for it. So shotgun formation, 3 backs in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback. He's over the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackled going forward.
That second effort, I think he got the first down with the second effort.
That carries enough for a Dogger first down. So ball spot at the 48. 4 minutes and counting here in the first half. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back in the backfield. Quarterback fires the ball deep, lost in the lights. Oh, Reyes with the chance for an interception, hits him in the hands, cannot hang on to that ball. Pass falls incomplete. Reyes with the coverage.
That was kind of a nice throw for a quarterback, kind of rolling to his left.
Yeah, throwing cross body.
And I for a moment there, I thought there was like a lot of hands on the receiver that they could have thrown a flag, but they didn't. So
14, Loudon Bremer, the intended target for the Doggers.
The Doggers were not they're not afraid to take a shot down the field.
Shotgun formation for the Doggers. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. So
Delay a game.
delay a game against the Doggers. That'll back it up 5. 2nd and 15. Same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, drop back looking to pass. We're going to air one out deep again. That ball is caught. Touchdown Doggers.
Is that the same kid that caught the touchdown at the other end?
It was.
He's-
It's at 23, Cooper Faber, I believe. Well thrown pass. I mean, just set that right out in front of that receiver.
Very nice.
Outstretched arms. Just about had to run under his own momentum to keep from falling down on that one. But
And he was covered pretty
Yeah.
well. He made a great catch off, but
so Doggers line up for the extra point try. Penalty on the play. That's going to be an offsides against the Panthers. I think Angel jumped early going after that. So, yeah, penalty against the Panthers. Going to move it about a yard closer, and we'll reset and try it again. Extra point try is successful. So 3:36 to play here in the first half. Lingle 29, Wright 0.
I believe those 29 points now push the Doggers scoring in 3.5 ball games to over 200 points.
They're putting up big numbers. I think
they've scored a lot of points.
they've been over 50 every game. I know against a downtrodden Guernsey team, they put up 70 or 80.
77.
Yeah.
I believe it was 77. Yeah.
Guernsey, this is their first year in the 9-man ranks. They've been a 6-man team, but evidently they are growing down there, so that bumped them up to the.
And also I had heard from Coach Arati that the quarterback for the Doggers was the quarterback for Guernsey last year. They moved to Laramie to Lingle.
So that rubs salt in the wound.
Their best football player is now playing for the Doggers.
So number 8, that's Caden Riggs, just a sophomore for the Doggers. That's the
receiver?
kicker.
Oh, the kicker. Okay.
That's knocking them into the end zone. End over end kick. This one's going to be a little short, fielded by Hernandez. Hernandez gets a block. Going to be drugged down 26-yard line. Return by Hernandez. Panthers will take over at the 27-yard line. So I kind of feel like we've said this every game, but the Panthers just need to get a glimmer of hope, one thing going.
Yeah.
One drive put together.
Yeah.
Clean.
For that, there was about 3 different plays called there, and everybody had a different one.
I think so. Pass from Werman to Morgan falls incomplete.
Because I believe that Angel thought it was going to be a jet sweep, and Parker thought it was going to be a quick out, and I think LJ thought it was going to be something else, and so it didn't look real good.
None of the 3 came to fruition.
None of those 3 options happened to work there.
A shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, to the right. Parker's going to keep it himself. He's over the middle. Gets out to just shy of the 30. Gain of 3 on the run by Werman brings up 3rd and 7.
Wouldn't be too quick to go away from the, the bootleg, especially, bring Pritt's side to the short side and have Parker bootleg and use his speed out to the right.
What?
We don't necessarily have a bootleg formation, at this point. But.
Shotgun formation to the right, one to the left. Going to fire the pass to the sidelines. Pass to Reyes falls incomplete. Pass from Mormon to Reyes falls incomplete. Brings up 4th and 7 for the Panthers.
How are you, Mr. Siemens?
How are you?
Good. This is your last one, isn't it? It's kind of like your last.
Get them all done right away, baby.
You're a good man. You're a good man. You didn't get this old and not get that smart, did you?
That's right.
T.
So punt formation for the Panthers. Swinier gets the high punt off. Fair catch signaled. Doggers take over at the 43-yard line. Yeah, maybe it looks like they spotted that ball just shy of the 44.
Well, this is not. They got 2.5 minutes, and you don't want to give up another touchdown. You want to try to. I mean, you have to. If you're like you said earlier, if you're looking for something positive, a stop right now is a positive thing for the Panthers. That to play hard and not give them an easy score here right before halftime.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, single back. Ooh. Penalty on the play, false start against the Doggers. I should maybe wait for the official to actually signal that before I call it on the PA. But
I saw a lot of white people moving at the same time, and they shouldn't be doing that.
So 1st and 15 for the Doggers. Two left, 1 to the right, shotgun formation. Plenty of time for the quarterback to survey the field. Sack by Hernandez. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation, receiver goes in motion. Bad snap. Quarterback was not ready for that ball. Ball carrier still on his feet. Finally tackled. Looks like number 8, Jorge Martinez, leading the tackle. Tackle by Martinez on the play. So there's also a penalty.
Illegal use of hands. They decline that penalty.
Penalties, illegal use of the hands. Panthers decline.
Or a block in the back. Or their universal signs were about 4 different things.
Third and 29 for the Doggers. Dogger running backs talking. Appears to be a little confusion on the field. Oh, car. Whoever's got the car with the headlights on, please shut those off.
I see someone going back to do that very thing.
Thank you. All right, so getting things fired up again. Third and a long, long ways to go for the Doggers. Receiver goes in motion. We're going to pitch that to the receiver in motion around the outside. Hey, hey, hey. Just about, I'd say, a 34-yard gain. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line for the Doggers, 1st and 10. Timeout on the field for the Doggers.
Well, there's not too many plays you can get on a third and 30 and get a first down.
No. You didn't have 3 or 4 pages of that in your playbook?
If I did, I lost that part of the playbook. There was a time a few years ago when Coach Oski was our defensive coordinator, and it just happened to be the year where we would stuff them on first down, stuff them on second down, and it would be or lose yardage, and it'd be like 3rd and 14, and they'd get a first down every time. And so it got to be the point, because if you know Coach Oski, he was pretty intense. And me being the older guy trying to go, I'd go, what were you in on that? He'd tell me, I go, that didn't work very good. And I thought I'm pushing it, because if he wants to come after me, I'm in trouble.
Yep.
But then he did get me back a few years later in Sundance. We threw a little screen pass, and our kid was gone for a touchdown. And I'm going, yeah. And he goes, oh, a flag. And I go, where? He goes, gotcha. I said, that's my mistake. I created the monster.
Receiver goes in motion for the Doggers. He's got time. Lofts the ball to the sideline.
He caught that. Is that the same?
Pass complete.
We got to get that kid's number, because he's a heck of a receiver.
He is. Single digits, let's see. Number 8, Caden Riggs. Pretty impressive.
Timeout.
Timeout for the Doggers.
That's their second timeout, is it not?
Yep, that was their second.
I didn't give them credit. I need to take that one off the board, because they only have one left.
So the Doggers 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, I don't necessarily think I'll take it off unless they call another one, and then I'll take it off. Might just put set timeouts too, I guess, after I'm done.
Some 1A 9-man scores from at this point. Pine Bluffs 49, Moorcroft 0. Moorcroft having a tough go this season. Halftime, Saratoga 56, Guernsey Sunrise 0. Man, Guernsey, they can't.
It's tough. That's tough.
They're struggling. So, hand off to the tailback. He's around the right-hand side. Touchdown Doggers. An interesting matchup on the west side of the mountain. Shoshone 7, Rocky Mountain 6. Looks to be a pretty good football game.
There's a big one in Sheridan tonight. Thunder Basin. And
Sheridan and Thunder Basin. That score in the second quarter: Sheridan 14, Thunder Basin 3. Extra point is successful. So 36.
Okay, Bailey.
Halftime, Campbell County 28, Kelly Walsh 13. Campbell County putting together a good first half of their season.
Yeah, I think that they came from behind late to beat Rock Springs. That time was a ranked team, and that gave them all kinds of confidence. And they're and I don't know who's playing quarterback. I think it's the sophomore kid, the Droob kid.
From what I've heard, yep.
He's an outstanding. I watched him last year play Kelly Walsh, and he didn't look like a freshman last year to me. He's a big, tall, tough kid. And that was about 3 weeks after his dad had passed away.
Yeah,
and
that was a tough one.
Tough mentally as well as tough physically. And he's, I think I heard a story that when he was like in 7th grade, he was throwing a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got an arm.
That is zinging it.
Yeah, that is.
So 52 seconds here in the second quarter. Panthers line up for another kick return.
That's the kind of ball that you don't want to accidentally not catch if it's coming your way.
Ooh.
Or duck.
Yeah.
Not duck.
Little squib kick action fielded by number 84, Jackson Neely. Jackson's going to pick up a couple on the return. Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line. Panthers take over, 1st and 10.
For Jackson, that was, hey, I caught the ball. And then right after this, I caught the ball. Oh, no, there's a lot of guys coming after me.
Worman under center, single back in the backfield, receivers to both sides, handoff to Hernandez. Hernandez hit in the backfield, number 53, Boyd Oliver. In there almost as fast as the handoff was.
Yeah.
So 20 seconds and counting here in the first half.
It's so hard to find something to be positive about if you're a Panther player right at this moment. You've got to find something that lights your fire.
Gonna hand it off to Bridger Warman. Bridger cuts it around the right-hand side. So that's halftime here at Panther Field. So, welcome back for the second half. Panthers line up to kick off the ball. Rough first half for the Panthers. Long time in the locker room, so I don't imagine things were very much fun for the Panther players.
You don't know really, what do you get on them? Do you?
I mean,
Oops.
as a coach, you have your frustrations, but the players do too, and sometimes tough love works, and sometimes,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of been an I don't know season. So, kickoff by Leland. Leland Holtry with the kickoff. Short return. Doggers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Leland Holtry, sophomore for the Panthers, doing the kickoff duties. He's shows some promise with a leg. So Doggers come out, 3 tight receivers on the right-hand side. We're going to hand the ball off. Tripped up. Who was that with the tackle? Number 53, Cooper Douglas with the tackle for the Panthers.
Yeah, you don't. The things that halftime, unless you're there every day during the week and you don't know what they worked on or what they didn't work on, and it's hard to say kind of what went on in there. Maybe they just went over a lot of things that they need improvement on.
Oh, block in the back. So, ball carrier finally tackled. Morgan with the touchdown-saving tackle. Big run by Lingle.
Just picking his way through the secondary and was fast enough to outrun Parker's angle, and just aggressive, hard-running football.
It is. They have that going for them, and they tend to get some lead blocks out there in front of the ball carriers to spring things into our backfield. Tackle by Preston on the play.
I don't want to say this out loud, but I will. If they were to score here, then that activates the running clock.
Is it 40 or 45?
I need to know that. I'm not for sure.
I don't know.
I talked to somebody at halftime. They said it's 45 in 6-man and 40 in 12 in 9 or 11-man, but I don't know for sure.
Handoff around the left-hand side, driven out of bounds at the 11.
That's what happens when the camera gets a little too close. Did you see the replay?
I missed the replay.
We saw a lot of different things, but
jiggling around.
No football players at the end.
So 3rd and 5 for the Doggers. Drops back to pass, fires the ball to the right-hand side. That pass is going to be intercepted by Werman. Was that Werman with the interception, or was that Edwards?
I think that's Tucker Edwards.
Pass intercepted by Tucker Edwards. That's going to be a Panther first down.
That's a big play.
That was big.
That was burnt on that one early. Same spot, by the way. And this time he learned from it. and stepped up and picked it off.
And that quarterback has thrown to that side probably 95% of the passes he's made has been picking on Tucker. So, like we said earlier, Tucker's probably, from last year to this year, probably the most improved player on this Panther team.
The game is slowed down for him a lot.
So carry by Hernandez.
One time in my life. He didn't touch anybody.
All right, so thank you.
Keep your eye on this. Make sure that's on.
Okay.
It might have been off. It wasn't you.
So hopefully, thanks for the text. Hopefully the audio is back on the broadcast now. So Well, that penalty against the Doggers going to back him up, so we're going to be third and a long ways, third and what, 17. Quick pass to the outside. Still on his feet. Take a whole lot of black jerseys to bring that Dogger receiver down. It's going to bring up 4th and 15 for the Doggers. So punt takes a Panther bounce. Those boys got to be careful running past that football. Punt down with no return at the 21-yard line. Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Play the game.
Parker keeps it himself. One man to beat. It's a sprint down the sideline. High steps it. Run by Werman. That's a touchdown, Panthers. And there's a penalty on the field. No, maybe not. Maybe that's just somebody's yellow socks I saw over there. Panthers line up for the extra point attempt. Bo Preston doing the kicking duties for the extra point. Tucker Edwards, the holder. Kick is up, and extra point is no good.
Well, big play for the Panthers.
Yeah, nice breaking it around the outside for Parker. A foot race. I mean, we had like a yard gap on that guy, and nobody was closing, and he took a dive about the 20-yard line. And
Yeah, when he gets loose like that, Parker was our leadoff man on our 4x1 relay last year, the second in state, and so he's got some speed. So when he got free, you're going to have to find somebody that's a little faster to run him down, and Lingle didn't have anybody on that particular play. I believe that's the first points that the Doggers have given up this season. Did they? Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe they.
that might be the
points.
second touchdown, but
Maybe not too many. They haven't
No.
given up very many points.
Might have fixed the audio issue.
Holtry with the kickoff. Ball's fielded at the 19-yard line. Ball carrier still on his feet over the middle. He's got one guy to beat in Edwards. Tucker saves a touchdown. Tackle by Edwards at the 11-yard line.
It's not exactly how you want to, after a big play, to give up.
No,
a
you
big
don't
play.
want a letdown like that.
Yeah. Tucker showed some speed there.
He did.
In running him down.
So it looks like that ball is going to be, I said the 11, but it looks like that's going to be spotted at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 13 for the Doggers. Shotgun formation. Receiver goes in motion. Going to hand off the tailback. He runs straight forward over the middle. Met by, let's see, Bridger Warman and who's getting up off the bottom there? Nordheim and Warman with the tackle.
On the 8.
Ball spotted on the 8-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Doggers.
So they can get a first down if they get inside the 1.
Going with their 3-back formation in the shotgun. Tackle looked like number 12, Toby Swinier, leading the effort on the tackle for the Panthers. 3rd and 1 for the Doggers. Preston checking back into the game. Cooper Douglas coming out.
The Doggers uniforms remind me of the away jerseys for the New York Giants.
Doggers shotgun formation, 3 backs in the backfield. We're going to hand it off to the tailback. He's going to be tackled. Nordheim getting up off the bottom of the pack. Looks like, are we measuring?
No, I don't think so. There was no call
4th and short for the Doggers. Now, I think I've said this every time this situation's come up, but you got a big 270-pound center. Yeah, they're going to go shotgun formation, 3 backs. Low snap, handoff to tailback. He's going to be in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Doggers.
Yeah, you'd go under center. I think you'd be just as easy to go under center and ride that big hoss into the end zone.
Yeah.
But they scored with the play that they did, so who am I to say that would be
What do we know?
What do we know? That's right. That's why we're up here.
That's right.
Making big money. That's why we're making the big money.
That's right. Try for the extra point. Extra point attempt is good. Number 7, Anthony Arnish, freshman kicker for the Doggers, put that one up and good.
A lot of limps. A lot of just
there is
kind of. Yeah, I'm getting too old, Pat.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old because you never let the enemy see that you're hurting.
Never let them see the weakness. Yeah.
Never let it. But that's we're from a different age, so things aren't the way they used to be. Some things are better, some things aren't better. So
Yes, sir.
that's enough. I'll get off my soapbox. That wasn't very much, was it? I didn't think.
Not much.
Okay, good.
So Panthers come out for the return. We've got, looks like Hernandez and Edwards back to return for the Panthers this time around. Kind of a revolving door back there in the returner position for the Panthers.
And up here you've got Jorge Martinez in the front line, which last week he was first play of the.
Cover that ball up, Leland. So short kick fielded by Leland Holtry. Panthers take over at the 35-yard line.
He's front line this week, and last week he was running that first kickoff back for a touchdown against Pine Bluffs. So they were just trying to get some other people some experience kicking off or returning the kickoffs. Sounded like a washing machine almost. Huh?
Yeah, getting some feedback on something. So Panthers come to the line, shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back in the backfield. Going to hand it off to that single back, Bridger Werman. It gets old saying it, but that front three, 5 yards deep in the Panther backfield.
You got to have. Well, he just beat the kick out, but he just beat the man over. Didn't get over fast enough to.
No.
They brought the tackle from the left side, and he just didn't get there in time.
Loss of 4 on the run by Bridger brings up 2nd and 14 for the Panthers. Same formation, 2 receivers left, to the right, single back in the backfield. False start against the Panthers. That's going to be on Hernandez. Penalty on the play.
Those the wide receiver jumps are the ones that give coaches that still have hair, gray hair, and if they don't have any hair, then it makes them scratch their bald head. But
Yeah. False start against the Panthers. Backs it up 5 yards. And that wasn't even a false start going forward. Angel took a step backwards.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was, we're planning on a motion play there, or Warman drops back to pass, fires the pass over the head of Hernandez. Pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Panthers.
Well, he had beaten the coverage, just the ball was a little too far. See on
You
the
know,
replay.
sometimes I think Parker's so used to being under pressure, I think he's just a little bit afraid to set his feet and throw.
According to that, that's basically what he did. If he'd have waited in one more second and let the ball go, I think it probably would have had a better chance. They call it a case sometimes. They call it a happy feet is what they call it. You're nervous you don't want to set them real quick because there's a screen.
Little screen pass to Hernandez. Hernandez juggles the ball off his fingertips, comes up incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
And
That screen set up well. And just
a screen pass ball has to be a knuckleball that's easy to pick up for the backer. You can't, or for the running back. You can't jet it.
Yep.
And that's what's happened on the last couple of throws.
So
You got to make it easier for him to catch.
Swinier into punt. Gets a high punt away. Fair catch signaled at we call it the 48-yard line. A Panther player down on the field.
There's a penalty also.
Penalty on the play. A flag in the neighborhood of the backfield, so looking at Coach Urati.
It might be a roughing the kicker. No,
I thought he signaled holding. Penalty's pretty deep for a holding call. Looks like it's going to be against the Panthers. Well, what's our yard marker doing? Either way, we're replaying the down.
no, it was against the Doggers because they're going to march in the Panthers' direction, or in the Doggers' direction.
Running into the kicker.
Yeah.
Penalty on the play, running into the kicker against the Doggers. Is that
That's an automatic first down.
It's an automatic first down for the Panthers.
I'm pretty sure.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers in the backfield. Receivers spread to both sides. Werman hands off to Hernandez. Hernandez runs straight forward. Going to be a gain of about 6 on that play. Gain of 6 on the run by Hernandez. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
I watched Angel, since I coach him in junior high, I think he's more effective when he runs straight forward.
He is, that north-south. And
when he's trying to outrun people, in this, when you get in the league, people take angles, and you just can't use your speed every time.
Boy, Werman dancing around in the backfield, dives forward, going to be a short loss. It's just hard to tell if that was a broken play or what happened there. But but back to Angel, I think he's begun to run more north-south, just diving forward. I think our earlier games, there was a lot of east-west. We're running 30 yards to gain 2 or 3,
right?
And so a little maturity as the season has gone on there.
And also when you run outside, if they start to stretch it out, that's when you cut straight up, and cut up and make a play.
Penalty on the play. Dead ball foul. False start against the Panthers. So negates that gain by Hernandez. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Pass from Werman to Morgan complete.
You see, in that time, he had time. He set his feet, threw the ball. LJ took a
pretty good hit
shot, but it made a makeable 4th down.
So the pass from Werman to Morgan complete brings up 4th and short for the Panthers. Let's make some noise.
I think this would be a quarterback sneak.
Going to be interesting. We should have it, but
I don't think he needed a foot. I think he got it. So.
That's a Panther first down. Richard, our center, doing a good job blowing that 53 off the line. Kind of figured he'd be the one getting off the bottom of the pile, but he was 2 or 3 yards into the linebacker field there. So Richard getting her done. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter here at Panther Field.
Well, if you look at the Panthers' season, the first half of the season, they played some pretty salty football teams.
They have
pretty good. The top echelon, if you will, everybody but Shoshone.
Yep.
In that side. Now the second half, there's some teams that are struggling. The Moorcroft Wolves, the Guernsey Vikings,
Saratoga Panthers,
the Lusk Tigers.
There's some opportunity if we can hold our heads high.
Right.
So switch things up, and Richard a little slow to get up. I know Richard he's one of the ones that was fighting the crud all week long. Holding his leg, it looks like. Gain of 3 on that. Yeah, gain of 3 on that play.
A lot of legs churning in the middle of that line, and sometimes you just kind of get caught up. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, Richard up under his own power, coming off the field, jogging off the field. So,
I heard an old coach one time say, if you can get up and jog off after the play, you could have got up and jogged back to the huddle.
They have a point.
Yeah, they do have a point.
2nd and 7 when the Panthers take back over. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. 2 backs in the backfield, receivers to either side. Low snap, but Werman gets that ball handed off to Hernandez. Hernandez over the 40. Looks like we have first down territory here.
.38.
They moving the chains or not? Yep.
Yeah, that was
Run by Hernandez. That's a Panther first down.
That was clearly enough. It made it by 3 yards, I think.
Yeah, so same formation for the Panthers. 2 backs in the backfield, receivers either side. We're going to hand it off to Hernandez again. Hernandez around the left-hand side. Gain of 6 on the play, it looks like. Gain of 6 on the run by Hernandez brings up 2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
Yes, it is.
Oh, pass is intercepted. Dang it.
Again, sometimes you have to live, maybe throw that one in the vicinity of somebody, and, you throw a 500 ball. 500 means that they have just as much opportunity as we do.
Unfortunately, yes. Pass is intercepted. Panther defense will take over. Ball's going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. It just seems like we can't help but shoot ourselves in the foot. We get something going and have a mistake. And so hopefully we keep our heads up, put something together here defensively. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Doggers. Single back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Hand off to the running back.
Well, that hole was big, but it closed fairly fast. When I first saw it, I went, you could drive a truck through that hole.
Yeah. Tackle by Morgan and Werman on the play. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what's so hard? When trying to make something out of nothing in football is akin to being up by 5 points and saying we're not going to shoot the ball anymore in basketball. Those are the 2 hardest things to get kids to do.
Pitch to the outside. Ball's fumbled. He picks up his own fumble. Runs to the left side. Tackle by
Enough for a first down.
Morgan and Parker Werman on that play. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line.
24 yards.
24-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Doggers.
We've seen 2 plays that made some yardage out of it when the ball was all over the ground and the guy picked it up. It seems like the defense kind of goes, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, they're pretty good at making lemonade out of lemons.
Well,
Timeout.
Too much time, I think. Delay a game, yep.
Delay a game against the Doggers. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 from the 19-yard line. Hello out there in YouTube land.
Oh, my goodness. You look good, Pat.
Likewise.
I just want people to keep looking at you.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. See, it's
Kind of highlights that
It's not
glare off
working.
the top of my head a little too
yeah,
much. So.
You know what that proves is doing color and broadcasting. You have to have good looking hair.
That's right. So hand off to the tailback out of that shotgun formation. Tackle by Swinier.
See, that's the thing we have to learn not to do. You can't lock up on somebody and then toss them forward for another 2 yards.
Yeah.
We have to be driving them back.
Well, we can't tackle above the numbers. I mean,
That's true.
You got to get low
That's
and
true.
tackle low. And
Keep your feet moving.
you're always going to lose the game when you tackle up high. I mean, that's
And then you know it doesn't take long for you to realize that tackling the wrong person up high is not going to feel good.
that's right. So 2nd and 10 for the Doggers. They got the 5 yards back from that penalty. We're going to sprint around the left-hand side. We'll see where they mark the ball. That looks like a first down.
Well, no, I think
They step out of bounds.
I think he stepped out, but I think it's before the first down marker. Yeah, about a yard.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. Going to be 3rd and 1 for the Doggers.
I don't know if I saw him wave it off, so he must have went out of bounds.
Doggers come out with their 3-back shotgun set. 2 receivers. Hand off the tailback. He runs straight forward. Lowers his helmet and drives through. Who's on that play? Worman. Little brother. Yeah. Worman on the tackle. But easily picked up enough for a first down on that carry. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line.
He's the Dogger running backs. They deal out
Punishment
at the end of their runs. They're not looking to run past you, but they are. But if they can't, they're going to make you pay for it.
Yep. They're going to run right through you. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back in the backfield.
Timeout.
Timeout on the field for the Doggers.
You know, I was never 100% successful, but when I coached offensive line for years, I said if you're an offensive lineman, you should never see the running back get tackled unless he's outruns you.
In
somebody
front of
runs you down. You should never be looking because you're always after somebody else.
Yep.
You're always looking after somebody else. I said your goal, you know, we always had a goal to not defeat 3 people in the same play. Knock them down. And if you do that at offensive lineman, you're going to get some yardage. There, now see.
Oh, that's how you run a screen pass.
You see the little error on the. Yeah.
43. Oh, did you get it fixed down here on the scoreboard?
What now? What's wrong with
Should
it?
be 43, not 46.
Oh, okay.
The refs just actually brought it up.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, Joel. So, screen pass there. Busted open for big yardage for Lingle. You know, the running back almost looked like he wasn't expecting the ball on that pass. Yeah. So, he's like, oh, there it is.
Well, do you see the big 53? He was behind him when he got it, so he just goes, go.
Run.
He just pushes him. Just go ahead. Yeah, I think he was supposed to get it a little sooner because he outran all his blockers.
Low snap, handoff to the running back. He's going to cut it around the left-hand side. Finally drugged down by Parker. But gain of 15 on the play. Worman with the tackle. That'll bring up a Dogger first down. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers right in tight, 1 to the left, handoff to that running back. He's going to run around that right-hand side. Penalty on the play. Running back still on his feet and alive. He gets out across the 5 to the 4-yard line. Penalty on the play.
I think it's probably coming back.
Yeah, that's neighborhood of a holding, I would suspect.
When the referee throws the flag from that deep, it's 9 times out of 10 it's holding. Or roughing the passer. And they didn't pass, so that'd be it, yeah.
Holding against the Doggers. So that is at the 19-yard line. That'll back it up to the 29-yard line. So first and 19 for the Doggers. They're going with that 3 tight wide receiver set. Pitch the ball to the right-hand side. Ball carrier tackled at the 25. See on the replay if we can pick up who that tackle. We got that tackle. So the Doggers come to the line. 2 backs in the backfield. Receiver right, receiver to the left. Going to hand it off to the tailback. He's still on his feet over the middle, driving 3 or 4 Panther defenders with him.
Trenton took it a little hard that time. That Oliver had him on skates. When your nose guard gets blown out, that's tough. You're going to get positive yards as an offense.
So Doggers doing well to gain back that yardage they lost with the holding call. We got 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation. Their 3-back shotgun set. Going to pitch it to the left-hand side. Running back cuts it up over the middle. Finally drug down Hernandez and Warman. But that's 1st and goal territory. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Doggers. I do believe that number 8. Well, all these running backs run hard, but that Caden Riggs, number 8 for the Doggers, sophomore running back, he looks to have a promising career ahead of him.
Yeah.
Hand off to 22. That's going to be a touchdown, Doggers. Touchdown, Doggers. Number 22, Nolan Spears with that carry for the Doggers. And we did have the discussion if it was 45 or 40.
I believe it's 40, but
Doggers line up for the extra point. This could put us into running clock territory here. Kick is up. Extra point try is successful.
I should know this, but I don't.
Edwards and Hernandez back to return for the Panthers.
Well, I believe I'm going to go with the running clock. And if they tell me not to, I can't see that anybody would be frustrated if I didn't.
No.
And the ball would only stop on a timeout or a penalty. It doesn't stop when you go out of bounds. It doesn't stop. A timeout or a penalty.
Or score.
Or score.
But I don't think change of possession will stop the clock.
No, I think you pretty much run everything now.
Low kick. Get on the ball. Panthers take over at the 26-yard line. 27 yard. Well, 27.
27. Yeah. Now, if they start the clock, then I would know.
He has not signaled to start the clock.
It's 44 points. You know, I think if he would tell me if that was, or maybe it doesn't start until after this play.
So shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, single back in the backfield. Parker's going to keep it himself. Dives forward. No gain on the run by Worman.
But I don't think you could, only one bright spot. I think we couldn't ask for a better night for high school football.
That's right.
It is absolutely a perfect night.
It is beautiful. Worman drops back to pass, fires the deep ball to Morgan, just over the fingertips of Morgan. Pass falls incomplete.
See, I stopped
Third
that.
and 10 for the Panthers.
And if he tells me to go, then I'll know that it's 40 points. No, see, I
Must
think
be
it's
45.
45. I think it must be 45 because I think they would have given us a signal by now.
Yeah. Shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, single back in the backfield for Parker. He's going to drop back. Short pass off to Hernandez. Hernandez around the left. Shoulders into one, still on his feet, finally driven out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Pass from Worman to Hernandez. That's a Panther first down.
Kind of reminds me, was it 4 years ago? 4 years ago, when Bighorn had a really good team, and they averaged like 56 points a game the entire year.
That's putting up some big numbers.
That's putting up that team was probably one of the better teams I've seen in our level in a long time.
Panthers come out, shotgun form. What do we got here? Timeout, perhaps? Timeout on the field for the Panthers.
Well, as I think about it, I'm thinking that the Doggers, as our schedule gets, I don't want to say easier, but
I think theirs gets harder.
Now they're going to be playing the teams that we played, so their schedule is going to get more difficult.
Yes. Updates from around the state. Final score, Pine Bluffs 49, Moorcroft 8. Boy, Guernsey Sunrise keeps taking it on the chin. Saratoga 76, Guernsey 0.
Boy.
Shoshone Rocky Mountain have a tough one going. 28, Shoshone Rocky Mountain 20. Boy, Parker takes a hit as the ball is thrown.
That was going to be, if you watch the replay, that was going to be a throwback to Parker. See Parker here on the 50?
Oh, okay. Oh,
He
yeah.
was going to throw, but, he never had,
Pitched it to his brother, and
he never had a time to look back toward Parker coming to the left. Coming to the left. But again, he was under duress, as we say.
Yeah. Good one down in the southeast corner of the state. Southeast 21, Lusk 14 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. Those
That'd
guys.
be interesting.
They played long. They have a long history together. Those two teams.
Going to pitch the ball to the outside to Hernandez. Hernandez around the right, finally drugged down out of bounds at the 50. Run by Hernandez. Drugged down at the 50-yard line, brings up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers.
Is it 3rd down?
I thought it was bad snap. Parker falls on it.
Yeah, it's 4th down. Be 4th and 3.
Fumble on the snap. Parker falls on it. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Panthers. Four A scores. Campbell County 49, Kelly Walsh 33 in the fourth quarter. Parker under center, single back in the back. Another bad snap. Turnover on downs. Doggers take over at the 47-yard line.
Timeout.
Timeout on the field for the Doggers.
Now that's a timeout because I think you're going to see a whole lot of different people.
Yeah,
we're gonna at this point in time.
We would hope. You know, when your quarterback is under center, there's no excuse to miss that exchange. That's just.
Well, you know, they say if it's exchange and it's that. Well, I was a center.
I was a center.
So it's a quarterback's fault. It's always a quarter. Unless you were to snap it and roll it on the grass, it's the quarterback's fault. Pulling out too soon. See, we learned that, didn't we, when we were younger?
So Doggers take over.
See, that's why we get along so well, Pat.
That's right.
Now I know
Same
that we play the
wavelength.
same thing. Yeah. Remember I said earlier about you have to be kind of nasty to play that position? There you go.
We'll change in the running back position.
I would guess that number 2 is a freshman.
Number 2, Colt Brown, freshman.
Yep, 115 pounds worth.
So Jamie Reyes, Reyes stepping up, hitting for the tackle. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for the Doggers. So Lingle starting to rotate in some of their younger players.
I think that's you're looking at their JV squad right now, I believe.
Who is that? Nordheim. Tackle for a loss by Nordheim. Wow, Cody put a whooping on Jackson, 54-7.
Cody is an outstanding football team.
They are a powerhouse. That's a 1 and a 4, and
they're going for a three-peat.
Yeah,
they're a pretty tough football squad.
Third and 10 for the Doggers. Penalty on the play. So Panthers checking in some of their JV players.
Some younger kids going in as well.
Indication is false start against the offense. They'll back it up 5 yards. 3rd and 15 for the Doggers. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, handed off to the tailback. He makes a couple miss, still on his feet. Gets into the Panther secondary. Finally drug down at the 40-yard line. 41-yard line. 4th and 4 for the Doggers.
Yeah, this is what you normally see on a Monday night right now. The kids that are out here right now would be a JV game on a Monday night.
Doggers 2 to the right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. Timeout on the field for the Doggers. Interesting game in Sheridan. Thunder Basin down by a touchdown, 27-34 in the fourth quarter to the Sheridan Bronx. So that's at number 2 and number 5 going against each other. Campbell County continues their win streak with a win over Kelly Walsh.
They're 4-1 now. I mean, they're starting to feel that.
Yeah,
that
it's not a freak.
That confidence that you need.
4th and 4 for the Doggers. 4 receivers going to hand off to the receiver in motion. He's going to drive over the middle. He's got first down yardage. Finally tripped up at the 30-yard line. First down for the Doggers. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. The officials had to go and trick me there.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm leaving 30 on the board.
Shotgun formation. Handed off to the running back. Just runs right over the middle. Whole lot of black jerseys there to meet him. Unfortunately, it's 3 or 4 yards deep. So 17 on the clock. Clock runs. That's probably going to be the last play of the game here for the Panthers.
I would think so. Yep.
So, yep, that does it. Lingle trots off to the sidelines. Join us back here on Monday for some JV Panther football action when we take on the Moorcroft Wolves. And then Tuesday night, junior high football, the Sundance comes and visits for junior high. So Monday, Tuesday, we'll be back here at Panther Field. Friday, the Panthers travel to Saratoga to take on the Saratoga Panthers. As we had talked about, we start into maybe a little bit of the softer end of the schedule for the Panthers. So we'll see. Hopefully they can keep their heads up and put something together.
Well, that's it. You have to decide what are you doing it for? Are you doing it to get better? So you got to come to work.
Yep.
You got to go to work. And so that's what the Panthers are faced with. And hopefully, if they do that, then the second half seems to be a little brighter path for the Panthers.
That's correct. Well, as always, Mr. Albin, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Shout
Yes,
out
thank you.
to Mr. Glasser, our tech guru, for putting all this together. It makes life in the booth pretty fun with all the toys he's given us, the replays, the extra screens, and
a lot of stuff. We'll be back in a couple.
in a couple weeks. Let's
the
see. We
varsity
play.
contest.
Next time the Varsity is at home is going to be on homecoming, October 14th, when we face off against Moorcroft. 2 away games coming up. We go to Saratoga on the 30th, and then we travel to Guernsey on a Thursday night game, the 6th. So,
yeah. Well, we'll see you then.
we'll go from then. Good night.